A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant development in the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine, Kremlin officials have confirmed that President Vladimir Putin will not attend the anticipated peace talks in Turkey with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. This news comes after both Zelensky and former U.S. President Donald Trump had publicly urged Putin to make an appearance, raising hopes for a potential breakthrough in negotiations that have been stalled for over 3 years. The Istanbul talks, set to take place on Thursday, will be the first direct discussions between the two nations since the early days of the conflict, which erupted into war following Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine in 2022. The Kremlin has instead designated a lower-level delegation led by Vladimir Medinsky, a hardline aide to Putin and former culture minister, to represent Russia during these critical negotiations. This decision has ignited speculation about Putin's true intentions regarding peace and has left many questioning the sincerity of Russia's commitment to resolving the ongoing war. Zelensky has expressed that Putin's absence would signal a lack of genuine interest in pursuing peace, further complicating an already delicate situation. The Russian negotiating team, which also includes Deputy Foreign Minister Galuzin Mikhail Yuryevic and Deputy Defense Minister Alexander Fomin, was announced late on Wednesday, following days of uncertainty about whether Putin would attend. The absence of key figures such as Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov and Kremlin Foreign Policy aide Yuri Ushakov from the delegation has also raised eyebrows, as they were expected to play significant roles in the negotiations. Zelensky, who has made it clear that he intends to be present in Ankara for discussions, stated that he would wait for Putin to arrive at the talks. However, Ukrainian presidential advisor Mikhailo Podolyak emphasized that Zelensky would only meet with Putin, rejecting the idea of engaging with lower-level Russian officials, which he described as merely prolonging the peace process. The backdrop to these negotiations is fraught with tension, as both the United States and European nations have issued stern warnings to Russia, threatening further sanctions if progress is not made in halting the conflict. French Foreign Minister Jean-Noël Barrot has indicated that he is collaborating with U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham on a new package of sanctions aimed at crippling the Russian economy. This proposed set of measures includes the possibility of imposing a staggering 500% import tariff on Russian oil and on countries that continue to purchase it. The EU is also taking steps to crack down on Russia's shadow fleet of commercial vessels that have been circumventing sanctions. This follows recent measures implemented by the UK government that have barred up to 100 ships carrying Russian oil from entering British ports. Prime Minister Keir Starmer has voiced support for these restrictions, asserting that they will help dismantle Putin's operations and deprive his war machine of crucial oil revenues. As the world watches closely, the outcome of the Istanbul talks remains uncertain, with many hoping for a breakthrough but fearing that the absence of Putin may signal a reluctance to engage in meaningful dialogue. The stakes are high, not just for Ukraine and Russia, but for global stability and the international order as a whole. The international community continues to call for a resolution to the conflict, emphasizing the need for both sides to come to the negotiating table and seek a peaceful end to the hostilities that have caused immense suffering and displacement for millions. The developments in Turkey will undoubtedly be closely monitored, as they may hold the key to a potential shift in the dynamics of the ongoing war and its broader implications for international relations. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.